Come on, old girl. You can do it.
All right, hear me out.
Now, this bike was sitting for 4 years. Some of you may know that, some of you may not. I had let it sit since 2020. At the time, I had my 1299 Panigale, and it was an amazing bike. I made the mistake in having multiple of the same type of motorcycle, 2 super sport bikes. This absolutely stunner of an R1 from 2010 that I have owned since brand new and wheelied the piss out of it my entire fucking time of ownership, and then the 1299. Now, what you may not also know is I had a knee injury riding a dirt bike off-road. It wouldn't have been bad, except for the fact that I was not given an MRI after I requested it. I was just thrown into physical therapy and injured it more. But when I'm rebuilding this bike, I was looking for parts to replace that are old and worn, and it needs TLC. It needs some loving. And I've known this for a while, and I'm really glad that I chose the motorcycle I did, because the generation spans for so long for this motorcycle. So the generation for this bike is 2009 to 2014. What ends up happening, and this is throughout all manufacturers, is parts become a lot harder to find after 10 years. So if this bike had stopped in 2010, 2020 would be the last time that I'd be able to really find parts. So parts are really hard to find for this bike. Like, I wanted to get Öhlins suspension for the rear, and I wasn't able to because they no longer manufacture it for this bike. Aftermarket mirrors, I'm limited to bar end mirrors. I was looking at the little winglet things, but I don't like the ones that don't fit the bike. I want ones that actually fit this motorcycle. So I don't want to put OEM back on here because they're fuck ugly, but I need a new mirror because that shit's annoying. And I don't blame CRG for this, because I'm pretty sure it's a CRG mirror. I don't blame CRG for this. It's just an old fucking bike. It's probably got knocked on some shit, and it just, at least it's there. But you have to take into consideration when buying a bike, especially an older motorcycle, if you're buying used, that after 10 years of that model year, it's going to become a lot harder to find parts for it. And unfortunately, 2014 being the last year of this gen, it is 2024 going into 2025, and it is not going to be easy to find the parts that I need for this bike anymore. So hopefully I don't have to start going to fucking salvage yards. to get parts for a motorcycle that I'm still wanting to ride. I appreciate you guys wasting your time with me today, and I will see you guys next week. Roll that outro.